Hello, lovelies. Welcome to another fantastic moment on your favorite show, Hanging Out with Tomi. And guess what? If you are watching this for the very first time, this is where you get to meet your favorite celebrity in an entertainment interview, but in a relaxed mood, nothing to serious. It's an hangout, so you're hanging out. And guess what today? I have a very important guest, and we're talking about something that affects everybody in the entertainment industry. You don't want to miss today's episode for any reason in the world, because I have a guest that is going to do justice to this. Don't go anywhere. My name is Tomi. All you need to do is to subscribe to this channel, and you will love every bit of the guest I'll be bringing. Let's go for this time out. I'll be right back. Welcome back. If you just joined us, we have no miss. All you need to do is to grab your seat and enjoy this ride, because we are going to so love it. Before the break, I told you we are going to be discussing something very, very important in the entertainment industry, something that affects everybody. You know, in the Nigerian music industry, so many artists have suffered major setback because of the problem of record label dragging them to court, and it has affected these people immensely. And so many things. We have piracy, we have people that steal intellectual property. I mean, so many things are happening in the entertainment industry that we have not been talking about. And everything still boils down to the fact that we all need an entertainment lawyer. And yeah, so that is what is happening. We need an entertainment lawyer to represent us. You know, so many things these people are supposed to be doing for us, but we don't even know who they are. And guess what? Today I went in search of one of the extraordinarily exceptional guy. You know, he's a graduate of the University of Ilorin. He has been doing it for some time. He's as represented and still representing some artists who are having issues. Don't let me bore you with much rhetoric. Please welcome the incredibly exceptional, amazing Barrister Tope Salami to the show. Barrister, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much, Tomi.
Wow, it's good to finally have you.
Same here.
Wow, so Barrister, it's an hangout, so relax. I know lawyers are always like very, very serious, so relax.
Okay.
We're hanging out. So, Barrister, let me ask, why do I need an entertainment lawyer when I can actually get the regular lawyers to do mine?
Well, basically, I would answer by saying you need an entertainment lawyer to protect your rights with respect to your intellectual property. Meaning, when you are entering a contract, even before you enter a contract, at the stage of negotiating terms and conditions, at the stage of entering into it, at the stage of executing, and at the stage of making sure the proper structure are in place for you to benefit immensely from whatever craft you have. So that's just the basic reason why you must have
need an entertainment lawyer now.
Why you must have an entertainment lawyer.
Yeah, I didn't want to cut you, but the point is, remember, before anybody comes to limelight, you know, there might not be money to get a lawyer. So when you now, you know, blow in court, that's our slang, right, in the entertainment industry. So it is now the time that we now say, okay, so now I need a lawyer. Do you think it's better we get a lawyer before the blowing process comes? Because most times those guys are broke, they don't have money.
Well, I do tell creatives that growth is spontaneous. And I mean, there are lawyers that want to grow with a particular artist or a particular talent, not because they are blown, but because they believe in that talent. They believe in your craft. So now, if you are the talent, you think, oh, you are too broke to afford a lawyer. Well, if you do not want a lawyer in the professional capacity, you can get a lawyer as a friend. You can get an entertainment lawyer as a friend.
Are you guys much like that? That can just regular lawyer
we are not like regular lawyers, but the fact remains that, I mean, when you go online, you see one or two. I mean, make friends with the person. Before you know it, even if you don't want to meet the person in the professional capacity, you can be like, bro, Safa, please, I need you to explain this thing to me. Because the problem of you not getting an entertainment lawyer is that it will be like a very good structure, with a very faulty background. At the end of the day, when the structure comes down, everything comes down. And I was telling someone yesterday, it is so hard to climb up, but the easiest thing in this life is to come down.
Wow.
I mean, within a twinkle of an eye, everything you must have labored for is gone. Over the years, it's gone. So getting an entertainment lawyer with or without money is so possible. It's very possible.
Okay. Thank you for that. At least so make friends. Make friends. So let's go for this break. We will be right back in a bit. Welcome back. We're still on hanging out with Tomi, and we still have the incredible entertainment lawyer, Barrister Tope Salami, with us. Now, those papers that artists sign,
Okay.
is it that you are supposed to be the first person to even see the papers when they got signed, you know, in the record label? Are you the first person that should see it? I mean, an entertainment lawyer.
Well, it's in two phases. Figuratively, we would say the lawyer is, meant to see it first. But in the real sense of it, I mean, the artist would have seen it, then the artist will give it to the lawyer. But figuratively, the lawyer should be the first person to see it, because in most cases, when a lawyer checks a document for you, the lawyer is checking without emotions.
It's not like how
it's not like, I have to blow, I want to blow. But when most of these artists, from my little experience, even when they are just coming up and you advise them against something, they might think, oh, maybe this guy does not want me to blow. But what you must have seen, they've not even started reasoning that route, talk less of saying it. So
you see more?
Of course, you see more. Because, I mean, if someone is coming to me to say, oh, let's do 50-50, I will give you house, I will buy you a car, I will do this, I will do that. The first question that comes to my mind is, with all these things this person is spending, how does the person want to recoup back his money? Then that tells me that I need to check the document very well to see whether or not, from this 50% that this person is giving me, maybe that is where the person is recouping the money from. And I think I'm also entitled to ask questions. Because, I mean, it might not be fair if you are doing a 50-50 deal with me and you have to recoup before I get my 50%.
Wow.
It's like I'm pouring water, in a basket. And the basket is not even benefiting the water. It is the ground that is not benefiting the water. So, I mean, the lawyer must see it, the lawyer must check it, the lawyer must vet it without emotions, and the lawyer must rightly advise his or her client.
That's this way you're going?
This is the way you're going, this is not the way you're going. I mean, there are various ways to solve it.
So you thought straight that guy?
Yes, apparently. That's the thing.
Now, we're all talking about artists, because they seem to be the one at the receiving side. Do you think the record label too sometimes might be at the receiving side? Because the stories we hear is always like, okay, they want to cheat me, this one is this and this. Do you think most times those stories are not true, or that the record label and the artist, or let me just say that the record label most times are on the receiving side more than the artists, that we always think that they are on the receiving side?
Actually, depending on the scenario, in some cases, the record label are always at the receiving end. In some cases, the artists are always at the receiving end. But in reality, it is the record label that gets affected the more.
Really?
Because the record label must have spent, I know some record labels, they take loan to make sure the artist is comfortable. Just to make sure, the artist is comfortable. Now, imagine a particular record label that must have spent, XXY amount of money. And they have like 5 years down the lane. At the end of the day, the guy having done like 2 years feels like, man, you guys are not doing enough for me. Blah, 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 blah. Then at the end of the day, the guy leaves. And one of the problems we have in Nigeria is that our legal framework is so frustrating that a record label cannot say, I'm taking this guy to court in January, and by March, I should have gotten judgments. So at the end of the day, the record label chief would also think of the frustration of saying, going to court.
Getting lawyers,
At the end of the day, the whole thing might now end through mediation. Okay, sorry, the record label is saying, no, I no go agree. the artist is saying, sorry, I just have to go, and my mind is no longer here. Now, when the artist leaves, what happens to the record label? What happens to the money the record label must have invested on the artist? That is, to me, a bad debt. Because even if they say, oh, don't worry, I give you all the intellectual property and all the materials that I must have released on the platform of your record label. Now, the point is, the way streams are, except for maybe rare cases, when you release the material in year A, the material might only make good sales in the first maybe 3 months, 6 months, or 9 months.
Wow.
Later on, the sale will decline. So you are telling me that you are giving me intellectual properties of materials whose sales have already declined. Over the years, I could make back my money, but then I can only make this money back in piecemeal. And that is why you see most record labels doing 360.
Wow, 360. And that would take us to 360.
Because
what's
they
a
hardly
360 deal?
Now a 360 deal is a deal whereby, according to the thing in school, we will say a straight line is 180. 360 is circular in nature.
Everything.
Now everything is all equal-passing, meaning I'm getting money. I myself as the record label.
Barrister, that can be very stressful. You are getting money in all of my life. Like, if I perform on the stage, you get money. When I was reading about 360, I was like, do they still do it now?
Now. The question is, do you have an idea of what the record label must have gone through in making sure they place you or they make you sellable? Like, we need to consider that aspect too. So if you don't know the risk of getting an artist on the street, or even in his daddy's parlor, and making sure I invest money on this particular artist, then we might not be able to dissect the whole thing of saying, 360 is not a good deal. I mean, most record labels in Nigeria or in Africa, that's what they do, 360.
So you get money from the performance,
yes.
everything.
Yeah, I have to recoup my money back as a businessman.
All right, let's go for this way. We'll be right back. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, you have missed. Honestly, I can't lie. But guess what? Mr. Tope has been educating us since morning. Like, all the 360 deals, all those people, and not people this time, I mean artists, why they are always at the receiving hand, all those things that happen to them, the problem, their turmoil, their trouble. Honestly speaking, you are really missed, but follow us now. Yes, Barrister. Yeah. Now, we are always talking about artists. Why is it that in the entertainment industry we face much more, we focus much more on artists when there's a problem? And we didn't know that there are so many things that are lying fallow that we are not doing in the entertainment industry as well. Like piracy, people stealing your intellectual property that you use money, blood, and sweat to put together, and some people just take it. Some people download some other person without consent. And those things are more than all these artist issues sometimes. It can be painful. Yeah. So what has entertainment lawyers been doing about this? I think when you talk about entertainment lawyers, and we always think about artists all the time because we feel that they are the one that always have problems, and there are problems even in the media as well.
Yeah, you're actually very right. But I think for the problem in the music industry, particularly the artist and record label, it is.
How do you glorify that artist one? You glorify it more than any other.
The artist is always more popular and famous than the label. The label cannot be more famous than the artist. Yeah. So because the artist is the most popular here, anything that bothers the operation of the artist easily comes to the limelight. Meanwhile, we've actually left, just like you rightly said, we've abandoned other problems.
Exactly.
That is heavily affecting their revenue. But then I think this problem can only be solved via the involvement of the government. There are limits to what any lawyer in this world can do. I mean, if the government is so unconcerned by making proper laws, by making effective laws, and by making laws that are up to date, not laws that were made in the analog era, trying to govern the digital era.
Old school laws, right?
yeah, trying to
Before the
govern
advent of digital.
apparently trying to govern the digital era. So the first solution is the government. The second solution will now be individuals. Individuals and creatives should now come together to form a trade union. And there must be rules and regulations as to their operation. So once the government does the right thing, once we have individuals, then I think, the structure would naturally straighten or, okays itself.
So let's talk about entertainment law. Some years ago there was no entertainment law. So what brought about the advent of entertainment law? Because normally we know of land law, we know of intellectual, family law. Now there's entertainment law. Tell us what
so now,
about that?
the advent of entertainment law would probably be because of the consciousness of people when it comes to the music business or the entertainment business. People are now getting to see the entertainment as a business. Now, in trying to see the entertainment as a business, they are now seeing problems. Problems are, surfacing, problems are coming up, and now they need experts to solve those problems.
And
so entertainment lawyers are apparently the answers.
Not
it's
the
like
regular lawyer.
not, of course, not the regular lawyer. If we do not have sickness, we might not have hospitals. If we don't have hospitals, we might not even have doctors. So, a problem should be solved by those,
Those professionals.
Yeah, those are professionals.
Wow. So tell us now, there's something about having a manager. When you have a manager, when you have an auditor, when you have a lawyer, out of those three people, who do I need as an artist?
Well, I will try not to be biased, but then you need a lawyer. Because a lawyer is specially trained. A lawyer can function or can play the role of a manager and the other role as well.
The lawyer can be my manager?
Apparently. We have some artists whose managers are lawyers. Yeah. We have some artists whose managers are lawyers.
So on a final note, now, you said that we need a lawyer.
Sure.
Not all those people.
Yeah, sure.
Now, lawyers are expensive to get. So how affordable are the services of this entertainment lawyer? Because that's what people are like, please, this Mr. Barrister that is saying a lawyer since morning. How affordable are entertainment lawyers?
No. Everyone is affordable. Everyone is affordable depending on the types of services you are rendering. So everyone is affordable. That's what I've said.
Okay, everybody is affordable.
Depending on the type of services.
Okay, you have said it. I hope so. Thank you very much for coming on the show. It's been an amazing. It's like we should not finish. Just continue like that. Thank you for coming. I appreciate.
Yeah, thank you.
God bless you.
Cheers,
and that is how we are going to call it today on the show. It's been Hanging Out with Tomi on YouTube. You can see that my guest is loaded. If we give him 1 hour, he's still talking about it. But guess what? We need to see you same time or some other time. My name is Tomi. I'm your host. And guess what? Click the red button and subscribe to the channel. You will love every bit of what you are doing here. I love you guys.